What's up, everybody? Ruben Garcia here. I do what I call real estate CIA, consulting, investing, and the agent side of the business. Now, what I want to do is go over, was FinCon worth it? FinCon 2022. We're going to go over who I met, what I learned, and you let me know. And I'm going to let you know, was it even worth it? So what is FinCon, right? FinCon is the financial conference. They've been doing this for a while. It's where the YouTubers get together, the TikTokers, the financial advisors, the wealth builders, creators, influencers, CPAs, people who are in digital assets like NFTs and cryptocurrencies, people who evaluate businesses, and real estate, straight up business owners. This is the conference for them. Now, like with every event, you get a few free things, right? We got some stickers which made the whole thing worth it, right? Now we got some really cool stickers for the Jeep, but we also got some merchandise. Look at this. And one more. Yo, this one's one of my favorite ones. Check it out. Protect your neck. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me get back into my rhythm though. Now, I also want to mention that the merchandise that I was wearing, the shirts that I was wearing, was starting conversations. All right, so yes, we got some free merch, but we also obviously brought my own merch. Here's some pictures right here, and that really started a lot of conversations, not only at the airport coming here, but also here at FinCon, which opened up more opportunities that I'm about to share. So two things real quick. Number one, me going to events, what I'm looking to do, yes, is gain knowledge. How do I expand the brand? But also, I'm always looking for talent. So as I go through some of the benefits, just know this is on my mind as I'm here at FinCon. Now, although I met a ton of people, a ton of money nerds that I just get along with at any day during the year, period, I made 18 specific contacts from my days here at FinCon. And so let me just break that down just a little bit. I made 3 referral partners in terms of real estate. Now, our referrals float around $1,500 on average. So what does that do? That right there, if we close a deal with them, is $4,500. Now, the last FinCon I went to, we actually closed some referral deals. So this is looking promising. I was able to book 2 IG live interviews, which again, we don't know what the monetary value of that is yet, but it is exposure. And I would say the monetary value is infinite and the impact is infinite. We were also able to book 6 podcasts, 1 in Australia. So what is that, right? Who knows what the return is going to look like on that? Something near and dear to my heart. We were able to set 1 private mastermind for the youth. So this will be on Zoom, but I will be giving tips and hints and some of the stuff I went through and see if I can help that specific youth group based out of Atlanta some value so that way they can excel and move to the next level. Stoked. I was able to meet 2 agents who are now interested in expanding with us. Last FinCon I went to, found a bomb agent who was able to move over and joined our team, and this year I found 2. Also got to meet 1 consulting client. Now, I don't know if this is going to work out or not. We're still talking about what this looks like. But if that works out, then that's good income every single month as well. So there you go. What's next? Was able to knock out 1 interview with the Stay Winning podcast while here at FinCon. So I'm excited to help them out. I know that they're growing their channel, and that's exposure as well. I was also able to meet a professional at Quiet Light. And what do, right? They evaluate businesses for exit strategies. And I'm glad I made that connection. Went ahead and made the appointment with her because I need my businesses evaluated in order to help our net worth goal. And hey, we might do an exit strategy. Comment below if you're interested in buying one of the businesses. And I was able to talk with somebody at Money Magazine who's interested in talking with me about looking into the real estate market and get some ideas off that. Where's it going? Some not financial advice projections, which I'm more than happy to give, obviously. So now I want to go over a few items that I learned. I did write down some scripts, so take them. Number 1, it's not wrong to whatever, and this is why it matters. For example, it's not wrong to take out debt, and this is why it matters. So what you're telling your audience is like, hey, just know I'm in that boat, and listen, it's not wrong to do this. And let me tell you how it worked for me, or let me tell you how I've seen it work for others. I like that kind of buy-in script. Number 2, so you want X. Did you know you could do this? And it could be all so you want passive income. Did you know you could get into real estate by doing this? Another cool script. Number 3. I love when you whatever. So I love when you heart my comments. I love when you share a story about something that you learned. I love when you comment below and put the top 2 things you really took out of my last talk. So yes, you're encouraging your people, but also like reminding them you do love the interaction. You do take a lot out of that. I know it's a small, simple script, but these little things help me, and I trust it helps you. Number 4, something I'm already doing, but I figured I'd write it down for you guys, is to do more of the voice messages within the DMs. So yes, you can text, yes, you can talk with them, but doing like a quick voice message of, hey, thank you so much for what you said. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. That right there, because that person knows you took the time away to do that for them, it's a little bit more personal. Number 5, asking your audience, right? Why haven't you invested in real estate? Why haven't you got into wholesaling? Why haven't you got your license? Find out the answer to that. That's listening to your people a lot better, I think. You know, obviously they're going to tell you exactly why they haven't. I think sometimes we go over the head, but just like knowledge, and it's like, well, let's go back to the psychology. So why haven't you invested your money, right? Why are you focused on saving instead of risking your money? And once you get that, you can actually build content from that as well. So I thought that was really cool. So one of the speakers was Clark Howard. If you're a money nerd like me, you know exactly who he is. And he said 3 things that I thought was super interesting. Number 1, people will trust your brand eventually more than you. And he talked about Amazon, right? Like he was like, do you 100% trust Jeff Bezos? No, but you definitely trust Amazon for bringing that product on Prime, right? So he talked a little bit about that. Actually him like almost stepping out of the business and allowing the service to carry the weight and not necessarily him. And number 2, he said, I was a person people connected to, but now I am a service. We have a service that people connect to, not necessarily me. Something to think about. And number 3, something I always tell our people is to always hire people as a contractor first. Fill them out. Are they a good fit? Do they do the things that they promised they said they would do? And you don't have to deal with like the headaches of a salary or anything like that. So bring them on as a contractor first, and then we can roll them into a salary position if they fit the bill. So more speakers came up, but eventually you started to see a theme. And one of those themes was mental health of an entrepreneur. But I do want to remind everyone, this is exactly why we do our calendar work, and this is the reason why we teach our agents to do calendar work the way that we do it, which is putting your priorities first. Now, I break all this down in another video. I'll put it in the description below, but you should be building your priorities first, and those priorities should be your family, yourself, hobbies, exercise, all the stuff that's going to keep that battery charged to move forward in entrepreneurship, because it's not the prettiest thing on a day-to-day basis, despite what social media shows you. There's a lot of emphasis on that, which I appreciated that. And a guy named Chris Browning, who is with Popcorn Finance, or the person who runs Popcorn Finance, he actually said, some of the people that you envy may be struggling with their own growth. He talked about that we're always challenging ourselves. We'll hit a level where other people are looking like, oh my gosh, like how do you even get there? And we're struggling with our own growth because what do we do, right? We start comparing ourselves to others at just a different level. So you don't know what that person is struggling with, and that person that you're envying may be struggling with something pretty big. So again, I just appreciate those conversations, that was the forefront. It became really cool to be an entrepreneur, right? And it's going to flush out a lot of people, especially in this red market. And there's going to be a lot of challenges with that and having those conversations. Matter of fact, if you're an entrepreneur and you're running into some challenges in terms of mental health, reach out. I got you. So for all my people who are trying to find more creative ways in terms of saving on taxes and just that type of benefit, there's something called an HSA. Now, I didn't know about an HSA. What is that? It's a health savings account. And I learned from a CPA that it actually helps you in 3 different areas in terms of tax savings. So you actually get a tax deduction when you contribute to this account, or tax-free income when your employer actually gives to this account. You can also have the tax-free earnings through investments, and which is pretty cool, tax-free withdrawals in terms of medical expenses. And the CPA there said that you could actually go back and look at qualified medical expenses, stuff that you've already been through, which I thought was really cool. So we're gonna research that a little bit more as I get home, because we're always trying to find those creative ways, right? Which I try to throw your way too. And another common theme, obviously, consistency. Consistency compounds. We say this about 1 billion times, but what I thought was pretty cool, someone shared the story, which was, I made $1 a month for 5 years. So she had another job that was supporting her entrepreneurial side hustle, but she was making about $1 a month for 5 years. Some of you won't commit for 5 days, 5 years. Now she makes north of $50,000 a month, but it took that hustle. It took that consistency. It was that hockey puck, right? Nothing, and then it shot up. So consistency compounds, guys, and that was a great story. Matter of fact, I'm going to be on her podcast, which is going to be super fun. But yeah, I had to share that with you guys. That's such a cool story and one of grinding, because tell you the truth, I might not even have lasted 5 years. I've been in real estate for 7, right? So, but she did it. 5 years, $1, finally north of $50,000 a month. Congratulations. Sun's coming up, and I'm about to head out to go to the airport, but here is the YouTube section of some of the stuff I learned. One hint I thought was pretty cool was actually breaking down your YouTube video in segments. Number 1, what is the hot topic in your category today? Number 2, a market recap in your category, whatever that might be. So just break down a really quick market recap of where everything's at right now. And number 3, you bring in a guest. A quick guest of their specialty, again, kind of vertical to what you do, but it's a cool little breakdown of the video. If you're not really sure how to do it, it puts you as the expert, and then you bring in an expert, which obviously you start to hack their circle of influence as well, but you get that opportunity to talk to somebody that's a professional, bring them into your world that gives value to the rest of your audience. Thought that was pretty cool. Another one of my guys, he said, success leaves clues. We know what that is, right? He said also success leaves trails, which is the same thing. And he said you have to dive deep into your analytics. Now, if you have a YouTube channel, pull up the top 3 to 5 videos that have hit the hardest, that hit the best, that have the most views. Go deeper into that. That's it. Look at your demographic using your analytics and play to that. Learn more about that. Those are the people that you're attracting, which is something, believe it or not, I haven't done at a high level, and that'll be something I'll be doing. They also say collaboration does not take away from you. So especially in a down market, as a matter of fact, they said you really want to start collaborating with other YouTubers, other people in your industry. Talk with them, get on their show, bring them into your show, your world, and that collaboration is really going to help everyone rise. So collaborate a lot more. And by the way, there was a guy there that just started his YouTube channel, I think day of that event, and it's called Financial Gymnastics. Go follow that guy. Let's give him some support. Let's do what we preach. Another important point, they said there's a big difference between followers and supporters. So don't get so trapped on having more and more followers, right? Don't get trapped in that. They were like, man, we've seen people with a ton of followers that don't have a lot of support from their followers. And we've seen people that don't have a lot of followers who have a ton of support from the people who follow them. You can not only make more money, you can make a bigger impact. So please, and this is something, by the way, I'm telling myself, Ruben, don't get so caught up on the followers. Start to get a lot more attracted, a lot more buy-in for your supporters. You can have 10 supporters and knock it out of the park. I'm saying that to myself, and I'm letting you guys in on that value as well. Hey, are you one of my supporters? All right, now TikTok. TikTok is something I'm obviously looking to grow. Please follow my TikTok at provenbyruben. However, I took 3 things away that I thought you might like as well. So number 1, titles that are interesting and inspiring. So that's a simple formula, right? So when you're thinking of a title, what's interesting in your field? How to purchase a property with 0 money. And then what's the value behind that? And then how can you inspire through that? If you don't have a lot of money, you can purchase real estate, and this is how. See how I mixed that up? You could do the same, and I thought that was a cool hint. Number two, most of y'all know this, I still haven't done it, so it's just a reminder really for me, use trending sounds. Whatever that sound is, think for a second, how can I twist this within my own realm, in my own business, and just use the sound and be silly with it. Some of y'all know that, but that's another reminder for me. Third and final, which I thought was super interesting, they said TikTok is more like you're talking to a friend. It's more like Instagram stories. It has to be real, raw, and just you living your life. Your content is your life. Your life is your content. And you're just talking to a friend, which I think this is why some of my videos have not really hit, because they were a little bit more pretty, I guess. You know, that they had the nice frame and all of this. Nah, that's not how you do it. It's basically like, oh, I just thought of an idea. Pull out your phone and just say it. Find a trending sound, obviously, and then upload it. That's it. Something again, another reminder for me. Sun's coming up, Instagram version. They mentioned don't focus on going viral on Instagram. Focus on delivering value. They actually told a story of one of their friends who went viral, but not necessarily in their field. So they didn't gain 1 follower, but they had like 2 million views on a video. I could speak to that, more of a TikTok thing. I had like 1.6 million views on a TikTok video. I wasn't in it. I recorded a Santa Claus behind plexiglass with a kid in front of the plexiglass during Christmas because of the whole pandemic stuff. That had zero to do with my world. So they talked a lot more about deliver value, don't worry about going viral. They actually said lower views, but high value, you can gain a lot more just through that. A lot more followers, a lot more following, all of that, a lot more supporters, just by that alone. So just concentrate on delivering value. Side note, thank you, Gary V, for teaching me that a very long time ago in jab, 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 right hook. If you're a V friend holder, show some love, and let's keep going. They also talked about the importance of comments. So when people comment, two sides to this. So when people comment on your videos, go down there, like it, and interact. That's gonna build your community. Number two, if there's somebody you wanna work with, then go to theirs, put notification on, go to their account and comment as well. But there's a way. They give you a quick formula on how to comment. First, value add. I loved it. You know, what a great video. Thank you so much. And then summarize the video. Thank you so much for teaching us how to buy real estate without necessarily putting money down. Do that a lot. You will gain the attention of the person you want to work with. Oh man, something that one of the ladies up there said that I thought was really cool. They said the bar is really low in Instagram. The bar is really low. Just be consistent. What does that tell you? Show up every day, do something within Instagram, be very consistent, and you'll make it, just like our friend that did it for 5 years, and now they're really crushing it. Another really cool thing I heard was get ideas off TikTok. TikTok is, I guess, in front of Instagram in terms of like new stuff that's coming out and new conversations and all this. Get ideas off TikTok, bring it into Instagram, and put your content there of what you learned from TikTok. Thought that was cool. Now I'm about to leave, but I did want to give a shout out to our team who actually showed up. We had 4 agents show up. What's up, Kim? What's up, Camille? What's up, Brooks? What up, Cole? All of them showed up and I appreciate it. I love being surrounded by money nerds. And what else I thought was pretty cool is while we were here, we actually had 5 agents join our team. 2 in North Carolina, 1 in Florida, hey, we're here, 1 in Arizona, and 1 in New Mexico. So congratulations to all y'all. Welcome to the team. Now there is a very specific process I do anytime I go to any event. It's a 12-step process. You might want to look in the description below. I break it down, including some of the items I've done to make sure that I expand, I maximize my time here, I maximize my relationships, I make sure that what I do here ends up bringing in more money than it costs to even come. But you got to be very specific and very purposeful, and we figured it out in a 12-step process in the description below. So if you're asking me, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it, but it's only worth it if you apply yourself. And this goes with any event. FinCon, thank you so much for showing up, delivering value, and thank you for everybody who talked to me because we really got into some really cool conversations, more and more value, and that's all I'm trying to do with this video is to deliver value to you. If you have any questions about FinCon or some of the processes and strategies we do anytime we go to an event, just DM me, just let me know. I'm here to help. I truly want to see you succeed. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, I know you will enjoy these videos. Till next time, adios.